Hi everybody. Today we are looking at the KZ ESX. It's been some time since we did a KZ. This is a 10th anniversary edition. They've been making IEMs for 10 years, and this is kind of their way to commemorate that. Let's look at some of the specs here. Let's see. So it is a 3.5 millimeter plug, 0.75 millimeters. That's the pin type. 20 to 40 kilohertz, 22 ohms, 111 decibels. And it is a 12 millimeter dynamic driver with liquid crystal inside. That's basically the rundown of the specs on this, and we'll get into it. Comes in this, the box obviously is a little bit more decorated than your average KZ box. You get this nice coin inside the box as well. We can take a look at that. Let me just pop this open. Inside you get the cable, and you get, of course, 3 sizes of tips. And I'm going to see if we can pop that out of there and show you the nice coin that you get. There we go. Don't use that on the subway. So putting this aside, which we will right now, inside the box you'll get the warranty and everything information, 10th anniversary, a letter of thanks. Right there, so some nice things. Here's your different size tips, and we'll show you the cable. There's a user's guide in there as well, if you needed a user's guide. I mean, IEMs are pretty straightforward. Besides, you know, some of them, sometimes it's hard to find left or right, and we'll leave the box right there. Bringing it over. It's got the newer cable that I've been seeing, and I really do like this cable. It's kind of like one unit here. There's your plug. So it's pretty thick and rubberized. I don't know why we're not focusing. I got plenty of light in here. Here it is. I kind of keep this like this, so I don't really need that long of a cable because I use my amplifier or a dongle and usually keep it right next to me. Here's the units themselves. Preformed hook, really thick too. Good in the ears. These are white, but these are not the tips. I should show you the tips. They're off to the side here. These are the tips that come with it. A little on the squishy side. I didn't really like the stock tips on it, and I did test it with the stock tips. And even afterwards, but before burning, we burned this for roughly, I don't know, 80 hours. Even before burning, it was a little bright for me, and I didn't like those chips. So I added these 07s from K-Beer, and I like the sound with these. I do have another set that I liked too, which is kind of these are CCA tips, and these are similar to that, but they have a little bit of firmness to them compared to the other tips. Let's get on with it. You can see that big dynamic driver right there. Really, really nice looking IEM. This is metal, by the way. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not overly heavy. There you see some nice venting right there. Just overall, this is really just KZ logo. Really nice looking. I got to admit, this is going to be one of my favorite look-wise. Now, I haven't done a lot with KZ, but I've kept up with what they've been up to, and I read the reviews and everything for the stuff. I just don't do a lot of their stuff anymore. We did a whole bunch of their stuff, and I don't know, for some reason I just end up getting more CCA lately. So overall, this is a very, very beautiful looking IEM for the price. It's amazing. That blue kind of like glows, especially with my color changing light in the background. Overall build quality is very good. It's what I've come to expect from from CCA and KZ and other brands of the such. Even if it is a budget IM, it still looks really gorgeous. Obviously, this isn't like medical grade resin or anything like you'd find on the Moondrop that we did, but overall, it's very pretty looking. And that gold for the dynamic driver, just superb. Really just superb. This shape obviously is comfortable. I even use these in the bed. They're fine for even sleeping. I imagine if your ears are really small, maybe not. But for most people, they should be fine. There wasn't any harsh pressure or anything on the ears. Decent, above average isolation with these. And of course, that all depends on the tips too. So if we change the tips, especially if you go to foam, you're going to get superior isolation there. Just overall, ergonomics are good. The fit is good. It's a simple design on the back. There's no real bumps or ridges. The front looks really handsome, and it's comfortable. So how does it perform now? Okay, as you would guess, bass is front and center here. The bass really has some good bass. Excellent sub bass. There's good depth. There's good texture to the bass overall. It is controlled. There is some good mid bass as well. It's got a nice punch to it, good speed to it as well. And ultimately, the bass is just less than you would normally have from KZ, but it still is there and it still is powerful. And bass people, all but stalwart bass heads would probably like this because of that. And of course, since it does have a lot of bass, when you get into the mids, they're going to be warm. They have some warmth to them. There's going to be a little bit of a recession there as well. Not so much, though. They seem to be very clear. Vocals are forward, both male and female vocals, both prominent. They do have a nice richness to them. There's excellent tone there as well as detail. So overall, not too bad with the mids. And then you get to the treble. Now, the treble is decent. It isn't that typical air drill, overly done, highs that we're used to. The highs are actually pretty good. They're kind of tame. I wouldn't say that they're polite. There still is some sparkle there. There's some peaks in the chart for the highs. But overall, there's some nice airiness to the highs, some nice detail and sparkle there without overdoing it. I think a lot of people are going to like that about this. And then we get into the sound stage. The sound stage is fantastic with this. It is very wide and it has equal depth. And just overall, there's some good imaging there. Like I said, there's some openness there. And definitely, good details, separation, layering. And just overall, the soundstage is excellent. If people are saying the bass is the main thing with this, the soundstage is also the main thing. They're kind of really good together there, which would make this excellent for gaming. I would definitely recommend this for mobile gaming, regular gaming, if you use an IEM. I do for mobile. For home gaming, I always go with a set of open backs. But overall, I just really do like the looks of these. Very well done in the design of these. So this is going to get high marks, obviously. If I was giving this a rating system, this would probably get rating out of a 10. I would probably give this like an 8.5, a 9, maybe. Thinking, of the price to performance ratio here, it's very good. If you're a KZ fan, you know what to expect from KZ. And, obviously people that are into the $1,400 IMs are going to turn their nose up at this. But it really is a decent for the price IM. You're definitely getting some good overall performance for the price. And they've really done a good job at tuning this as well. I think a lot of people are going to like this. That said, that's basically all we can say. I like the cable. It's a decent quality cable. considering KZ's cables in the past. It has, the tips with it. You get the cable, and they're just exceptionally really well looking. And I think that these are anywhere from $15 to $20, depending on where you get them. And just really, really like them a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you stay safe, and I'll see you again at the next review. Thank you. Bye-bye.